with HSBN Media Days, Coach. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And can you please introduce yourself and the players that you have with you here today?
Yeah, I'm Coach Zach Crosno. To my left here, I got Jonier Ramirez, shortstop. CJ Lowry, right-handed pitcher, infielder. Spencer Lestraw, third baseman, senior. And then Tajai Jackson, my starting center fielder. All seniors here.
Awesome. Well,
Zach, it's your third season leading this program now. Is this team starting to look like you had envisioned from the beginning? Just tell us about the makeup of the team a little bit.
Yeah, this year I think we got a group of guys that really gets along. We got great chemistry, which is something we were lacking last year. So that's a huge plus, and we've really been able to build the program over the last 3 years. We started out I came in with 12 guys, and now we've got almost 35 kids, a JV varsity program. So I'm happy with where we're at.
And you return a lot of kids from last year, as evidenced by the 4 seniors sitting up there with you. Talk to me about the veteran leadership you're going to lean on this year.
Oh yeah, we got great senior leadership. We got a couple juniors as well returning that have played varsity ball. So that's going to be huge because we do have a big sophomore class as well. So they're going to try to bring those guys up, show them the ropes.
Seems to be a lot of guys who play a lot of positions on the field. Are a lot of guys competing for playing time and starting roles in this team, or what? Tell me about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I tell these guys, play as many positions as you can, whatever it takes to help the team, and they've dove into that. So that's been great.
Tajai, tell me about that. Spencer, Chris, Jonier, tell me about the trying to play different positions and going where coach needs you to fill in. Talk to me about that.
It's actually been fun playing different positions. First I started out at center field, and then I transitioned to shortstop and second base in between there. It's very competitive. Going against my boy Janae down there.
There you go. A little spirited competition.
Yeah.
Never heard. What about you, Spencer?
Yeah, I played third base, but I was actually originally a middle infielder before Coach Zach put me at third, and he realized I had really good throwing arm strength, so that's why he put me at third, and ever since I've been really good at third.
Yeah. And Chris, you're kind of a pitcher, so you're just sort of on the bump there, I guess.
I played a little bit of infield, but so having a good shortstop in Johnny, it's gonna be hard moving in there. So I play some first base. I'm gonna try out some catcher. It's pretty fun to do.
Zach, it looks like there's a lot of pitching. You've got a couple of transfers. Will the pitching be the strong point on this baseball team?
Yeah, we got a lot of arms that are going to throw strikes for us, and our defense is going to be pretty good this year. So we're going to make a lot of plays, and our arms trust our defense. So that's perfect.
I mean, yeah, last year, you were 6-9, a little bit of a struggle last year, and again, everything is sort of I forget which game I did with you guys, but everything was sort of abbreviated. You lost games, COVID related. So, especially to talk to me about dealing with all of that, okay, and hopefully having all that behind you and being able to sit a schedule down and say, okay, now we're going to play this game. We don't have to worry about games being postponed or moved around. And talk to me about that a little bit.
Yeah, last year we struggled a little bit. Sometimes we didn't have our pitcher certain days, so we weren't fully prepared in a way of the pitcher that was supposed to start that game. The guy that pitched that game, he wasn't mentally ready for that. Hitting, most of the games we hit pretty well, but sometimes we struggled here and there, and we try to battle through the games. We're a group of guys that we try to come together as a family, and every game we put in our best effort to win the game, and sometimes it doesn't always come the way you want it to be, but at the end of the day we just try our best. So
I want you other guys to speak to that as well. Chris, Jonier, talk to me about dealing with that. I'm always curious at how players dealt with this whole COVID disruption and everything like that, and hopefully the worst is behind us and you can look forward to just playing baseball this season. Talk to me about that.
To be honest, last year I really didn't feel like we gelled very well, but this year I feel like that's a big plus. Adding on to what Coach Zach said, I feel like this team has more it has more chemistry. We feel like more of a family, and I feel like that's what's going to be our biggest strength this year.
And that probably comes from, being able to be out on the field consistently without the COVID interruptions and everything like that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about your schedule. Share who your opponents are.
Yeah. So
you're in a district now with 4 Palm Beach teams.
Right, yeah.
So talk
That's
to me about
interesting.
that dynamic.
yeah, so it's going to be a little different. We're not used to playing these teams. We're not familiar with what they have. So it'll be interesting once we go up there. Taking an hour-and-a-half trip to go play districts. But we're going to compete. Wherever we go.
Zach, what sort of a bar you set this year as far as what you want to try and get to? If you would deem a successful season this year, where you set the goals at?
Yeah, so of course, want to win ball games. But at the end of the day, I want these guys, it's all about my guys, about my kids. I want them to succeed. So whatever that means to them, if that means, going out there and being, hitting 400 again for Jonier, or, having a great year again for Spencer and Jai, and, coming back and CJ, being a dog on the bump and doing his thing. If that's what they want, that's what I want for them.
Great. And coming out here to Media Days, can you tell us why it was important to bring your team here today?
Yeah, I mean, this is a great event you guys have. I think it's important for them. They get to experience, kind of like a pro style feel, with the 60-yard dash, getting a little bit of media attention. It's great. The platform you guys have built is incredible.
Guys, one by one, can you talk about the experience today and how it was for you?
Yeah, today was fun. It was fun. Like running my 60, I'll probably slip a little bit, so it slowed down my time a little bit. But it was fun at the end of the day.
Today was really good with exit velocity, like the 60, but also the IO was honestly probably the most important to me because it showed us like as a group like how good we are, show our skills like infield, outfield, and IO was the most important to me.
I like doing all this stuff. It creates competition between the players, lets us have fun, get to see what we can do individually and as a team like IO and stuff.
And last but not least,
Adding on to what Spencer said, IO, man, I like it the best because it shows the people what Piper's really about and how Piper looks. So yeah, and of course the exit velo creates a little competition between the players as a family.
Great. Well, I'm glad you guys got to come out, and thank you for your support. Best of luck this season. So thank you.
Thank you.